Hello students, today we are going to start with class 8 civics understanding secularism. Secularism means non-involvement of a religion. A secular state is a state which is organized without the involvement of the religion. In a secular country, there is no state religion. So, no religion is considered more important than others. There is no religious teaching in government educational institution. No test of religion nature have to be passed to hold a public office, and there is no penalty for deviating from any religious belief. Why secularism is needed? It has been argued that secularism is a movement toward modernization and away from the traditional religious value. So these are some of the countries that follow secularism: India, France, Mexico, South Korea, Turkey. But none of these nations have identical forms of governance. India as a secular country. Secularism in India means equal treatment of all the religion by the state. Unlike the Western concept of secularism, which envisions a separation of religion and state, the concept of secularism in India envisions the acceptance of religious laws as binding on the state and equal participation of the state in different religions. In India, every religion is treated equally. None of the religion is special than the others. Can you see the Khajuraho temple? It is a 19th century Hindu temple. Khajuraho, India, incorporating a Hindu spire, a Jain opals, Buddhist stupa, and a Muslim style dome in place of the usual shikhara. World Heritage Site are in the Indian state of Maharashtra, and it is the caves have the combination of different types of culture. The different caves are there. The Buddhist cave, the 12 Buddhist caves are there, 17 Hindu caves, and 5 Jain caves are built in proximity, suggests the religion's coexistence and the secular sentiments of the diverse country like India. Amendment of the Constitution of India enacted in 1976, the preamble to the Constitution asserted that India is a secular nation. However, neither India's Constitution nor its laws define the relationship between the religion and the state. According to the Constitution, only a secular state can realize its objective to ensure the following. The first one, that one religion community does not dominate the another. That some members do not dominate the other members of the same religious community. That the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of the people. The ways in curbing of the discriminatory practices. The first, it uses a strategy of distancing itself from the religion. The Indian state is not ruled by a religious group, and nor does it support any one religion. In India, the government spaces like law, courts, police station, government, schools and offices are not supposed to display or promote any one religion. The next one is the second one. Way is through a strategy of non-interference. This means that in order to respect the sentiments of all religions and not to interfere with religious practices, the state makes certain exceptions for the particular religious communities. The third way is through a strategy of intervention, untouchability. This is good Example, where the members of the same religion, upper caste Hindus, dominate the other members, some lower caste within it. In order to prevent this religious-based exclusion and discrimination of lower caste, the Indian Constitution bans untouchability. The intervention of the state can also be in the form of support. The Indian Constitution grants the right to a religious community to set up their own schools and colleges. It also gives them financial aid on the non-provincial basis. So, in what way the Indian secularism is different from the other democratic country? Unlike the strict separation between the religion and the state in American secularism, in Indian secularism, the state can intervene in the religious affairs. Second, the Indian Constitution intervened in Hindu religious practices in order to abolish untouchability. In Indian secularism, through the state is not strictly separate from the religion, and it does not maintain a principal distance, vice versa, in the religion. This means that any interference in the religion by the state has to be based on the unity and dignity of the country. So in the last, we have concluded that India is a secular state and works in the various ways to prevent religious domination. The Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights that are based on the secular principles. However, this is not to say that there is no violation of these rights in Indian society. Indeed, it's precisely because such variance happens frequently that we need a constitution mechanism to prevent them from happening. The knowledge of such rights exist makes us sensitive to the violation and enable us to stand for our rights. So this means that India is a secular country. In India, all religions are treated equally. The government also take the steps to protect citizens from the discrimination by the members of their own religion.